So we're going to be looking at some hip stability work. Firstly, in the sagittal plane, so looking at how we're able to control our centre of gravity over our base of support as we're moving through either gait or running or however you move. So starting with a couple of progressions, forwards, backwards movement, that's sagittal plane, so flexion or extension. So from here, we're going to stand onto the mat. You can have your hands on your waist, maybe hands towards the hips to get a little bit of feedback, maybe hand to navel, hand to back, or chest and navel. So see where it feels that you need the most feedback as you're moving. I'll give you some cues as we go through. So I'm going to bring my hands towards my hips. That gives me a little bit of feedback on what my pelvis is doing. And then from here, I'm going to soften through the knees and you're going to step back through your right leg. So the right leg is going to step back. It does not need to go far. So as it comes back, you're going to land onto the toes with the back leg straight. I want you to feel that the right foot is only just touching down. So shift the weight onto your left leg. You should feel there the muscles of the hip starting to integrate, so they're starting to work to hold your balance there. And then when you're ready, you're going to step back in. So same thing again, maybe a tiny bit further, so slowly stepping back and then in. Exhaling and inhale. And keeping most of the weight onto my left leg. This is the key thing, so I'm not landing back into a lunge. I'm just touching the back foot down and then coming back in. That means that I need to maintain my base of support over that left leg. Sorry, my centre of gravity over that left leg, which is the base of support. Coming back and then in. You can challenge yourself more. If you want to go further back, reach further back. Now I'm breaching my base of support because my centre of gravity is coming further back. So as soon as I lift my right foot off the ground, that becomes more challenging because I've got to move my centre of gravity further over my left leg again. So do a few repetitions there. Find where your balance point is. There shouldn't be any discomfort or pain into the knee. You should feel the muscles through the back of the hip and the thigh loading and working. If you want to make this a little bit more challenging, we can add a little bit of movement with the arms. So variation number 1, we'll be doing a reach forwards and in and out and in. If this feels okay, we can get a little bit more stretch into the back of the arms. So as you come back with the right leg, hands touch and then in and reach. And what I'm looking for here is that I'm not getting the arms back by leaning back or arching into the back. I'm staying nice and stable through the spine and feel that integration and lengthening through the front of the body, but I'm not overloading through the back. And then back in. Good. One more. And center. So doing the other side now. Same thing on the other side. So building that up, hands can start towards the hips, and then when you're ready, a small step back with the left leg, and then back in. And you're finding how far back you can go, maintaining your balance on that right leg. For me, this leg is harder to balance on. I'm a little bit weaker on this side, so it might not feel the same as the opposite leg. So once you feel that you've got that balance there, you can do a few repetitions there. If you feel okay there, we can add the arms in. So maybe just an arm reach. Really focusing on that integration of the shoulder. Lucky I've got the border of my Velux window to help with my balance if I need it. And reach. Little bit more stretch in the arms. Hands come back behind head. And then center, and reach, and center. 3, and in, and 2, and last one. Well done. Good. So seeing how many repetitions, there's no set number of repetitions. We want to feel quality of the movement. If you start to lose control through the movement, then you've reached your repetition max. When you start to get the sensation of the muscles working through the thigh and hip, again, you'll get up to a fatigue point and that will be your repetition max. So see how far you can go with those, or you can split it into a few sets, and then see how you go from there. Thank you.